Hi, my name is Jonathan, and this is my third channel actually, but I have like two failed channels, which one of them is a gaming channel called Ejinath, and the other one Suru Comic, which is actually an art channel, more based on comics and stuff. But one of my biggest dream was to actually work for Wizards of the Coast the moment that I learned to play Magic actually. And I was also kind of like impressed by the art they're doing. Actually, I'm still impressed. That didn't change at all. There are these crazy drawings, especially around 2013, I think. Oh my God, the art is insane. And now, if you're gonna watch the latest art, it's not as good as it used to be honest. But I most of those drawings though. Yeah, I was very impressed. So drawings like Kalia, and then you got some angels and stuff. Sorry, but stopped playing Magic for a while, and now I'm back, so I forgot a lot of names, which is sad. Anyways, this is my newest art, and it's actually not. It's actually a redraw of an older art I did like 2 years ago. You can see my art on DeviantArt. I will put the link below. So before I made a also this it did not call Ejinath back then. It's called Lord Ejin, I think. That guy, I don't know. It was way too saturated back then when I draw, and I never found the right colors to use. My colors were always off, or they're too light, or they're too dark. I never found the way to blend with each other. I really had a hard time, and I think I'm not the only person who has a hard time drawing like that. But 2 years later, I was just drawing some comic characters of my own. So yeah, I create most things out of my own. Um, so I told myself, hey, 3 days ago, well, let's redraw that, because I start to pick my interest into MTG again. So I thought instantly about my character, EG. So I call him now Ejinath. It sounds way better, more Nordic, whatever. So there is a story behind this art, and there's more to come from the story. And I know that MTG likes to do that, like making a story, and then there are panels, and they're using the panels, and they put a name on it, and they use that as spells or as creatures. It's very interesting, in my opinion. Um, and also, to be honest, Magic the Gathering is probably the best card game I've ever played. I also played Pokemon before, but it's just like you attack, that thing dies, other one attacks you, you die. It's like there's no declare blockers, attackers, and stuff like that. It's not as complex as Magic. And when you learn to read a card in a certain level, it's become so interesting to play. So yeah, I'm back at it, and to be honest, I'm more into Commander, so that's why I like watching Command Zone. Very good channel. I Hit Your Deck is like okay, but not as good as Command Zone. You cannot expect them to go to this level. It's really high level, and I'm sure they know that too. So yeah. So as you can see, the reason why I show the drawing, the making of the drawing on this channel, is to show you that you don't have to go AI, man. You can just draw on your own and put a lot of effort into it, and it will make you feel good about yourself. And not just good about yourself, it's like you feel like you accomplished something, and that makes your day better, even week maybe. You know, that's a very, if I find it very important for you to have an accomplishment, because the moment that AI will take over, and we saw it Magic, I think it was like 2 times, 3 times, I don't know, they were caught using AI. And then, of course, they're trying to deny it first, but yeah, never caught red-handed. So, yeah, I'm also against AI, and I'm happy that there are fans that are against AI for Magic the Gathering. It should be created by people because things that people create are always more beautiful than AI. Okay, even the realistic art, real people can also do that. It's just that AI is much faster, and that's the only reason why there are many using AI, especially to earn money. These people, most of them don't even know how to draw properly, to be honest. So, yeah, nothing special. But there are some that knows how to draw and they still use it. Easy money. But I feel like I cannot do this because I've tried AI for fun and I don't know, it changed. The moment I use it, I felt bored in just like 10 minutes trying AI. In 10 minutes only, I was already so bored by that thing. I think the site was like something with Vinci or like, I don't remember, but that just show me that AI is freaking boring. There's no accomplishment. It's super boring. So please, if you're an artist and you decide to use AI, okay, fine, use AI, but you have to know that you cannot hide the fact you're using AI. And I see many trying to use AI on DeviantArt. Some of them are trying to deny there's AI art, but I can see it, man, because it's so clean in AI and so different that actually they look alike. AI art almost look alike in many ways. And the bad thing about AI now is that people are losing their jobs, especially in the art and coding and stuff. It's very sad to see this because an artwork has a meaning, okay? AI doesn't give it a meaning. There is no meaning behind that. And that's why art, there will always be people inside that community that will fight against AI. So I hope you understand that it's not just pure hatred people have against AI, it's just that it's lazy and it's boring. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. AI was cool for a while, yes, like people getting nuts over that. And then after a while, the hype is gone. Okay? Just like what happened to Pokemon, but Pokemon last longer. So, as you can see here, this character, his name is Ejinath, okay? He is a flying zombie. And this is a particular scene in the story that I'm making. In this scene, a group of scholars, also named as mages, found a corpse somewhere in a crypt, inside somewhere in a crypt. They were able to unseal that casket. They open it up and they find his corpse. At first, they're like, whoa, what a discovery! What is this? And then suddenly, the eye of Ejinath glowed red. His left eye. They suddenly get shocked, of course, and then that's when he wakes up and starts flying away from the casket. What did the scholars do? Yeah, well, they try to defend themselves because Ejinath was actually about to attack them. But before he called attack, they shot fire to him, and that fire got deflected back to them, which resulted them to die. For Ejinath, that was nothing because he can't be really a target of a spell. It's even better than, let's say, hexproof. He has the power to repel it back and create 2 crowds per attack he deflects. And that's why I made him a 5 mana character. Maybe one day I might make a Magic the Gathering card of him. That might be actually pretty cool. So, as you can see, the story in here is not the first part of the story. It's actually like the best part in my opinion. I like to start with the best. Like, for example, I like to eat dessert first and then I start eating. Things like that. Yeah, I just hope that I will be able to amuse you people with this kind of content. I know my talking is not one of the best. I'm just a person that wants his art to be recognized by people and interact with other people and artists. So yeah, I've been checking on DeviantArt, and the ones I really like, I really start to favorite them, especially MTG art. Like I said, 2013, 2014, amazing art. And they're still amazing till 2020 or 21, I'm not sure. After that, the art really degraded in a way. So the best artists, yeah, they're from before, sadly enough. So, yeah, I just want to say that I had quite a tough time with this drawing. So, the character has no reference, okay? I drew him without reference, so it's possible you might find some itsy witsy problem with him. I got something funny to say here. I told you I did without reference, and that actually screwed me up. The apps that you see on this drawing right now is wrong. Do you know why this is wrong? Because he's not in the middle of his body. So under the line of the apps, his genitals. And in this drawing, it's impossible that his genitals are under his middle. And also, you can see from the clothes, it's so wrong. So I had to fix that, and I finally fixed it. I noticed that while I was walking in front of the window, that it was impossible to do a pose like that. So yes, luckily I saw that. So the no reference thing, you see, we all need reference in a way. The crows that I drew, I did have to check online how crows kind of look like, because I've never really drawn things like that in my life. Animals, I've never been an animal drawer, but I feel like I have something with texture, animal texture, you know. Especially like I had to make an artwork for someone that was like a guy jumping with his lion to attack a demon. That was a pretty good one though, but not well colored out, I suppose. And that lion had some interesting fur. So for fur, I'm actually interested to make fur drawings. Not furry, okay? Just fur. Well, that's all I actually have to say for now. I hope you will enjoy the making of this drawing. I had to slow it down so that it won't go too fast up and down, because my other works that I did, like Tsuru Gacha in my other channel, Tsuru Comic. Oh my god. The drawings went so fast up and down. I think you can get epilepsy from that, so I'm sorry. So I had to slow this one down. It's still 90 minutes. I think it took me around 10 hours total. I'm not exaggerating. Yeah, probably around 10 hours total. It's still not that slow, because there are probably people who takes over 20 hours to do that stuff. So I'm kind of proud about that. But still, I'm losing a lot of time with my lines because I'm a very messy drawer. But I learned in this drawing that I can just blend my coloring over my lines. And even though I can do that, you will still have a problem with the drawing. And one of them is layers. You will have a lot of problems with layers sometimes. Most of the time, because you will accidentally press Ctrl plus E, which means you're going to delete a layer. And that happens so many times with me. As you can see, the layers have different names, and they change names because I accidentally delete them after doing some nice portion of the drawing. Also, I recorded probably 95% of the whole thing. So, because sometimes I forgot to turn it on. But most of it's on the screen, so I hope you will take your time, enjoy my artwork. If people are interested to join me to fight AI with the beautiful artwork you have to offer, we shall make something out of that, because the more people that will fight against AI, the better. We cannot let our guard down against AI. I'm not saying let's become a vegan and stuff like that, but there are things that are right and things that are really not right. I understand you want to evolve in this culture and you think AI might be an evolution. It will be an evolution if you can use it for pharma stuff, medication and all that stuff. Yeah, if you can find a problem, you can solve a problem for that, yeah, fine. But it's impossible because they only gather data that is known by the people. And that's why a lot of people are getting fired over this, because AI is eating your skills. Your boss has been feeding your skills to the AI. And for those all who got fired, they know. Okay? Bosses in the end are evil, okay? I'm telling you, those who own money, most of them are probably evil deep inside. You can't be really a good person with a lot of money. Okay? There are always an exception, I know. But rich people, they, of course, they want to, pay as least as possible and engage less with what is more expensive. So I'm not a big fan of this kind of evolution. Actually, to me, that's not real evolution. I almost forgot one thing. Please subscribe for more.